This is WVVA News. Here for you, live in HD. WVVA News at 11 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Greg Carter. Thanks for joining us. Our top story tonight, a traffic stop goes terribly wrong in Greenbrier County. 2 officers are shot, dead bodies found in one of the suspect's vehicles. Lindsay Oliver.
Good evening, Greg. We're told the officers are recovering and are in stable condition. One of the officers is not even 2 weeks out of the academy, and he was training with a senior officer. And we're all told that this just started with a simple traffic stop.
Greenbrier County dispatchers say at around 4 p.m. on New Year's Day, Lewisburg City police officers made a traffic stop on Interstate 64 West, just past the Lewisburg exit. The plates on the white Chevrolet SUV came back as stolen. Then, things went horribly wrong. West Virginia State Police say a red Chevy truck with North Carolina plates also pulled up to the traffic stop, and the man opened fire on the officers. Both were injured. One of the officers was able to return fire, shooting the man in the leg. The driver of the SUV drove away, hiding behind a guardrail. State police say he eventually walked up the interstate and turned himself in without incident. After a massive manhunt and shutting down the interstate, the shooting suspect ended up being found about a mile from the scene in the woods. He, too, is now in custody. The identity of the men have yet to be verified. They claim to be father and son, with the father being the shooter. When officers searched the truck, 2 recently deceased bodies were discovered in the bed of the truck under a mattress. The victims are believed to be from North Carolina. State police are working with North Carolina law enforcement to identify the bodies. The 2 men are being charged with malicious assault and attempted murder of a police officer in Greenbrier County. Both officers were brought here to the Greenbrier Valley Medical Center, where Lewisburg Police Chief Tim Stover tells me they're being treated for superficial wounds. Now law enforcement is continuing to flow in to check on their own and show support during this difficult time. A witness told authorities that a black Subaru may also have been involved. Law enforcement continue to search the woods and vehicles passing in the area to check for anything suspicious. State police even brought in a helicopter to aid in the search. However, no third person was found.
The names of the officers are not being released at this time, and the interstate is now open. Be sure to stay with WVVA and WVVA.com for the latest details on this developing story. Reporting live in Lewisburg, I'm Lindsay Oliver. Greg, back to you.
All right, Lindsay, thank you very much for that report. We now have a WVVA News update. A spokesperson for the family of Kayla Neal